Hello teachers, have a nice day attending this session. Welcome back to our webinar series on the upskilling of teachers on online-offline learning modality. You have attended about the Google Meet and Zoom, so you are now familiar attending meeting and conducting video conferences. Your OneNote, OneDrive, and Google Drive, these are very useful tools, especially in saving, sharing our documents, spreadsheets, and other forms. So you are now familiar with the do's and don'ts using these digital platforms. Today, under my topic, I will share something about the tips and tricks using the PowerPoint presentation software. To give you a bit background about this application, watch this.
PowerPoint presentation software is a slideshow presentation program currently developed by Microsoft. PowerPoint initially named as Presenter, and it was created by Forethought Incorporation. Microsoft version of PowerPoint was officially launched on May 22, 1990. It develops a slides-based presentation format, and it is used to communicate your audience effectively, making your presentation more interesting through the use of multimedia can help you to improve the audience focus. PowerPoint allows you to use images, audio, and video to have a greater visual impact. So these visual and audio cues may also help a presenter be more improvisational and interactive with the audience. Our learning and development objectives in these sessions, we have the following. Number 1, create a design ideas using an online template. 2, remove background of images. 3, trim videos. Number 4, demonstrate the transitions of the slides. 5, apply animations in the presentation. 6, make use of different thumbnails, features of presenter view. And last, install and use Office Remote in the presentation. All in all, we have 7 objectives in this undertaking.
Our first topic is the design and ideas. So designs and presentation templates are already incorporated in the application. You have to explore and understand the meaning and implication even if you have only a plain surface. Sometimes topics are boring, and because of the creative presentation and the design, the topic turns to become more interesting and engaging. So in our case, we have 3 options if you want to choose your template. The first one is offline, the next is online, and the third one, you can customize your templates. So I'm going to tour you in my presentation. So I am going to escape first this presentation so that you could be able to see where you can get the online, the offline, and then the customize. I'm sharing to you my working place on the PowerPoint application. In creating an offline template, you go to File menu and then select on New. Then you can now see the offline templates. You are free to choose among the templates given. On the same location, you can extend it online by typing it here in the search bar or by selecting on the categories below. We have the categories here, the suggested searches, we have the presentation, the themes, education, charts, diagrams, business, and infographics. So in our case, for the sake of the presentation,
I will choose on education.
now you can see many templates available. On the other side, you can see many categories. You have the leeway to choose according to your interest and type of mood would you like to create.
We have so many professionally designed Microsoft PowerPoint templates here. Let us try this. Click on Create.
And then it's still loading. Just wait for a moment. And then you download it. Since in our case today, the internet is not quite strong. So we need to close this one and we will go back to offline. So we are now on the offline. In the event that you cannot choose among the options given, whether it is an offline or an online, we have another way in creating your template using the customized way of doing it. So using an offline, we will go to File tab menu to here, the same. Since in our case today we are already open, so here it is now created. So in our case, for the sake of presentation, I will select on the plain white template. So we will go to View tab here, and then I will select on the master slide. So this is now the area where you can customize your slide. Supposing, for example, I am going to integrate a picture here. So I'm going to go to the picture available on my file.
Let's try this picture.
I will copy this, paste it here. So we have now your customized template. So another one, let us try it again. Supposing I'm going to use this. The galaxy image, and then I'm going to paste it here, another one. Okay, so supposing if you want to integrate a logo, so again you select your logo on your picture file, and then you copy, and then you paste it. Okay, you can reduce it. For example, I'm going to place it on the lower right corner, and then to fit the screen, just adjust it by moving your cursor to fit on cursor. Okay, so to see whether your template is already available in your default, you are going to locate your cursor or hover your mouse going to View, and then select Normal View. So here you have already the template, and it cannot be erased because it is already a default because of the master slide. So you can now select on new slide. So for example, the second slide, I am going to choose this. So we have already the template, and we cannot be able to move any object here because it's already a default. So I hope so that you learned something about how that you can create your customized template. For example, if you want to integrate your text, you go again to View, and then select on Slide Master, and then here we are going to open a text from my notes.
Highlight and right click.
So copy, and then you go back to your workplace. Then you can insert text box, then you draw your text box here, then paste it so it cannot be seen. So
Change the color of the text into white.
okay, then if you are going to see this to preview your output, you go back to View and click on the normal view. So now you can see your template that there is already a text. In the previous practice, removing the image background, you need to use another application for just to customize and edit the picture. The good news is, the PowerPoint has an image essential inside the application. You can add images to your presentation and edit them without opening a separate photo editor. The best practice is, if your image has a white background and you want to remove it, PowerPoint has a tool to do it. This will create a transparent image that allows you to change it in this application. Start with our activity in removing the background of this picture. The first thing that you are going to do is right click on this picture, and then down below select Format Picture. As you can see, the Format Picture tools appear on the right side of your working place. On the PowerPoint ribbon, click on the Format tab here. Then, locate your cursor on the Adjust group. Select on Remove Background. what appears on your upper left of your PowerPoint ribbon here, PowerPoint ribbon, we have 5 tools in removing the background. Here, as you can observe, there is a purple shaded color on the picture. That portion will be removed later. So we are now going to edit the picture. So since that we have a border here, we are going to extend this exactly the same size with the picture by means of adjusting the holder. Okay. To the right, on the upper portion, and of course the lower portion.
On the background removal group, click on the Mark Areas to Keep button.
And then start editing. Do this until such time that the image of this girl is fully revealed. Okay. And then, after which, you are going to select Keep Changes. So what have you noticed here? That the background now is already transparent. With this,
We can now start changing the background using the different fillers under the format picture.
so we have to select this fill and line icon, and then select on fill. What have you noticed? We have here many options. The first one is no fill. Next is solid fill, gradient color, picture texture fill, pattern fill, and slide background fill. Let's take solid one. Okay.
Choose any color from the given options.
So what have you noticed now that the background is changing? What if I'm going to select gradient fill? What about the texture or picture? And then the pattern. So we have so many options, whether it is a polka dot or a circle, okay, or checkered. So that is how. So if you want to localize the picture and you want to include or integrate the picture, whatever that you have in your laptop, so we are going to select on picture or text fill, then select on file, and then
Click on this.
insert picture. And the picture now, what is the background of this picture now is the background coming from our screen. So we localize the picture and we have an imported picture coming from the other country, and the background is our video. I hope so that you like this and you learn a lot in this presentation, and I hope so that you can do this also in your working place. Students today are utilizing educational videos as a tool for learning. So everything from changing attire to the latest dance craze, remarkably millennials make up 93% of the digital video viewing audience. Abstract topics that once seems difficult to teach and learn are now more accessible and understandable thanks to educational videos. In our generalization proper, or even in the developmental stage, the idea of the lesson and the understanding of the learners are still abstract. So because of these images and videos, we bridge the gap of this issue. It is very good intervention to supplement our lesson. It is the task of the teacher to filter the information and make it more suitable to the learners. In video or audio you will add it to your PowerPoint slide, you can trim away unwanted content at the beginning or end of the clip, or both. With this, we can include a significant event that will support your lesson and consider also the limits, since every learning area is time-bounded. From your Home tab menu, locate your cursor to Insert tab menu, click on that, then locate your cursor to the media group. So we have 3 options: the video, the audio, and then the recording. By clicking on the down arrow here, now we have two options, the online video and then the video on my PC. For example, in our presentation, we will click on the video on my PC. So find video from your file. So since I have video on my desktop, click on that, click PowerPoint video, and hit insert. To trim this video, click on the playback tab here beside the format tab. Go to editing group, click on the trim video button, and then what we have on your screen is a miniature window of the imported video. At the beginning of the video, we have the green playhead. At the end, we have the red playhead. Below, we have the start time. On the other side, we have the end time. Drag the green playhead and also with the red playhead to remove the unwanted content of this video. If you will notice, as I drag this green playhead and also with this red playhead, the time is also reducing. After that, you can now hit OK. That's how easy to trim this video and PowerPoint. Microsoft PowerPoint application provides three types of movements. The first one, entrance, emphasis, and exit of elements on the slides. And number two, transitions on the other hand, as movement between slides and this animated in variety ways. Number three, costume animation, used to create a small storyboard by animating picture to enter, exit, and move. For example, in our transition, at the beginning or introduction of your lesson,
You can make use of the curtain transition.
the do's and don'ts. For the don'ts, you can make use of the crash transition. And for the origami, if you want to achieve something higher, if you want to pull this, okay, and then you can push it, okay, something like that. Supposing you are talking about OneDrive, so OneDrive is highlighted. And number two, for example, you are talking about OneNote, OneNote is highlighted. Followed by the word, next is Excel, followed by PowerPoint, and so on.
Early solar system explorations.
That according to Miss Roberts, 6th grade science teacher. Talking about the first planet that you are going to discuss, for example, we have the Mars, followed by Jupiter, next is Saturn, next is Uranus, and the last one we have the Neptune. So again, to capture the generalization or a recap, you can present again whatever that you have presented at the first. So you are going to introduce this one to capture the entire 5 planets that you have shown to your learners. And this time, what I am going to show you is about the application of morph transition. To start with, go to Drawing Group, select Shape under Stars and Banner, drag the cursor to draw a shape using the folder at the middle. Reduce it to form a cross-like image. After that, duplicate the slide. In your second slide, adjust the folder from the center going to outside to form a new image. Then apply morph transition to see the transformation and rehearse it by slideshow presentation. I'm going to show you the flashing effect. You can put many pictures together and exhibit it on one slide
Actually, we apply this already when we are conducting meeting with the parents. We flash the activities and beautiful stories of the school, and they are happy watching it. Next is the loading effect. Okay, you can use this as a timer while waiting to finish the activity given to the learners. You can adjust it on the animation pane.
Next is, as I blow the flower, the petals will blow away.
For your loading effect, go to Drawing Group, select Shape, select Rectangle, drag the cursor to make an horizontal rectangle. Change the color into gray, from blue to gray, and then duplicate the shape. Then reduce the size. Then right click, select on Shape Outline, select the No Outline. Then change the color into green rectangle. From right to left, duplicate it, copy in every after the other. As you reduce it going forward to the right. Do it many times until you finish it. One more, another one, and last. Okay. Then select all the green rectangles, go to animation, select on white, and then change the direction from left, and then select on after preview, set it on 1, then rehearse by slideshow. As you can see, this is now the loading effect. So you can make use of this especially when you are having a timer inside the classroom. So it is very effective, especially when you are conducting recitation. With this, PowerPoint offers some incredible visual tools, and animation is one of them. When done well, presentation animation add an overall value of the message and encourage audience engagement. There is no doubt that they can be powerful tool in your PowerPoint presentation. Presenter view is like a control panel for running a PowerPoint presentation with presenter view running on the separate monitor. You can see any speaker's notes for each slide, see what's coming up next, jump around between slides, and more. All without disturbing what the audience sees. At present, we are working on the Home tab menu. To access the presenter view, we are going to hover your mouse, going to Slideshow tab, click on that, and going to Monitors Group, and check the presenter view. Then, press Window key, Alt key, and then F5 key to show your presenter view. In the event that when you are already in the slideshow, for example here, you are now in the slideshow, what do you need to do is to right click and then look for the show presenter view, click on that to show your presenter view. And now you see the presenter view looks like. This is the current slide, the only thing that our audience can see. And then the next slide, as the presenter, I can see the next slide coming up. We can anticipate what to do. We will feel comfortable and confident during the presentation. Under the next slide, we have the notes, talking about the current slide. To adjust the notes, click on the big letter A to zoom in, and click on the small letter A to zoom out. If I am going to go to the next slide, I will click on the forward arrow. If I want to go back to the previous slide, just click on the backward arrow. It is very manipulative and user-friendly. Another feature of the presenter view is the thumbnails. So we have pen and laser tools. Next, we have see all slide, zoom into slide, and then block and unblock slideshow. And the last one, we have more slideshow option. Using the pen and laser tool, let us click on the laser pointer. If I want to point a certain part on the slide, as the presenter, the audience is going to see the red pointer. Going back to this thumbnail, let us try to use the pen. And if I want to change the screen into white,
Just press on letter
W. We have now for the white screen. You can write anything here. Let us choose your ink color. For example, we will use the red. If I am going to write X plus Y equals N. And then if I am going to highlight this, going back to pen and laser tool, click on the highlighter, change the color, let's try green, and then you can use this. After that, everything that I wrote on the screen can vanish using the eraser tool. Just click and drag it. Our next thumbnail is to see all slides. If I'm going to click this, this is to preview all slides. You can change the slide in advance without the knowledge of your audience. So the beauty of this tool, the transition is very seamless and the flow of the presentation is very smooth. Our next thumbnail is zoom into slide. Suppose I want to magnify any portion of the slide, I can click on zoom in and click it onto the slide to magnify that particular portion. If you want to magnify a certain area on the slide, you can now use especially if the font is not readable. And you can click zoom out by clicking again the symbol. And if you want to block the screen, if you want to pause or stop sometime, you can make the black screen. In the previous practice, you need to cover the projector for just to pause and rest the slides for a moment. The best practice is just click the thumbnail or press the letter B key on your keyboard and will appear a black screen on your presentation. We are done in our 6 objectives of this session. Our next topic is to install Office Remote, to integrate it in your laptop, and make your Android phone as a control device to manage your PowerPoint slides during their presentation. So since today, the application is not anymore available in your Play Store unless you are handling a Windows phone. So we need the exe file intended for your laptop and the APK file intended for your cell phone. To make it easier for you to access the application needed for installation, we provided you a link for your output Dropbox later, and we included it inside the folder with a given link on the screen, so please capture it or screenshot it for your submission. Now you see what is inside the folder. We have 3 subfolders: the private, the public elementary, and the public secondary teacher. So the bullet icon here stands for the application for your cell phone. On the other one is the messenger icon is intended for your laptop. So everything is provided and you can still message us for your concern
regarding technical assistance.
for this purpose. Now you see, this is the icon for the messenger icon. You are going to install that in your laptop, and then the bullet type icon you are going to install that in your cell phone. After that, you will go to the installation process. We are going to set up the software and install it to your laptop and of course to your cell phone. Now make sure that the Bluetooth of your PC and Android phone is enabled, PC and phone paired in Bluetooth or Wi-Fi. After the installation process, this will immediately integrate to your PowerPoint application. And same with your phone, your laptop can be detected because of the connectivity. Once you turn it on, your office remote in your PowerPoint presentation from your laptop, the application now will appear on your phone as a miniature presentation. Once you touch the presentation icon appears on your cell phone screen, the PowerPoint will immediately go to slideshow presentation. So the process of installation succeeded and you can now practice and rehearse it anytime as you wanted. What I am sharing to you right now is the screen of my laptop composing of two open windows. One for the PowerPoint presentation and the screen of my cell phone. To prove that this application is working, from Home tab menu, going to Office Remote tab, look for the Office Remote icon and click on the down arrow, turn on the Office Remote. On the other side is my cell phone screen, detecting the name of my laptop. Once I click on this, the presentation will appear. Once I click on this, the presentation now will go to slideshow. So the small slide here in my cell phone is the identical image of my presentation. If I will touch on the screen of the slide, the laser will appear to point any important details in my presentation. And to rehearse the slide, I will click on the big arrow to forward my presentation and the small arrow to move backward. If we will go to the third slide, I have my notes there. You can see it here. So I have my notes and I can read it on my phone while I am doing the presentation. So that's how powerful this application is.